I became involved with Everest last summer during my husband's illness. From my very first phone call to Everest, I felt more in control. I felt more comfortable with the process because I had never had to deal with this situation before. I had never had to plan a funeral. I didn't know a lot of the terminology. I had no clue to where to begin looking for services. From my first contact with the Everest rep, Heather, I felt a connection with her, and she became one of my sources of, well, she became one of my rocks during those last few weeks of my husband's life, because she would call every 2 or 3 days just to say, how are you doing? How's your family doing? And so I really felt like that she went above and beyond what her service actually provided. When my husband was sick, I was worried about what is going to be the process for the life insurance, because I knew he had life insurance, but I was worried about are the kids going to be able to go back to college this fall? How am I going to pay the mortgage the next few months? Because I pictured that this would be a long, drawn-out paperwork process. And when Heather mentioned the expedited life insurance payment to me, I was completely amazed. And she worked in conjunction with the funeral home director to get all that paperwork filed. And I actually had a check in my hand within a week, and it was amazing. This service was so helpful to me that when I went back to work last fall, I made it a point to talk to the vice president of our human resources and to make sure that he knew the value of this service and that it was an important part of our employee benefit package.